Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Ships of Naval Action. Today I present to you the Rotterdam. So as usual I am very quickly going to go through the history of the Rotterdam, which I am going to be honest, I do not know a lot. However, what I do know is that she was a heavily built West Indiaman built for, you might guess it, the West India Company. Not a British one however, so not the one you see in Pirates of the Caribbean, but the Dutch one. She was heavily armed to deter privateering, piracy, other enemy combatant nations. Whatever, she was a heavily armed vessel at the time. She is almost basically a fourth rate. By far the most heavily armed ship, well, most heavily armed Indiaman in naval action. Far from the most heavily armed ship. There's even Dutch ships that are more armed, but I digress. So, being a West Indiaman, she would spend a lot of time sailing between the Netherlands and the West Indies, which would consist of the Americas, what is now the United States, the Caribbean, and those areas. And that about sums up what I know about her history. I don't know much about her. So, without further ado, I guess we'll go on to the armament and go to her in naval action. So, as I mentioned earlier, she is the most heavily armed trading ship in naval action. And that is shown by the fact that she is the only trading ship to have 3 gun decks, which consist of 22 24-pounders, 20 18-pounders, and another 6 9-pounders on her weather deck, which is a very considerable armament. She is basically a lightly armed 4th rate, which, makes her a formidable foe, and on top of being trading ship means that she can carry a lot of cargo. The cargo and the cannons do come with a drawback. If you fully load her up, she will be hurt massively in speed. But if you don't load any cargo in her hold, she is actually not too bad of a speed. She isn't a speed demon by any means, but she can certainly outrun larger ships that might be able to outgun her, and she will be similar enough in speed to similar sized ships. So that is honestly, in terms of running away, you're not going to outrun anything that wants to catch you really, but you will be able to outrun big threats like a victory or any first rates or even second rates, and you'll be able to do at least a fighting chance against anything that can catch you. All of this considered, there is one thing to cover, and that is a bit of an elephant in the room, and that is what's happening to naval action. So, Steelfront Group, they are divesting from desktop apps, it seems. Ultimate General, Naval Action, Sea Legends, they either sold off or they got rid or their teams have quit. So that does put a bit into question the future of naval action in specific, since that's what we're talking about. So naval action has been transferred over to the Bermuda Computer Club, which is the same company that will be taking care of Sea Legends. So at least we know there is a company that will take care of naval action. So that is the positive news. The less positive news is, I feel like naval action currently in its state, it is kind of in maintenance mode. There isn't really much new content coming out, and yeah, that's it. So it's kind of just there. So naval action is still quite enjoyable, but all things considered, with how the Rotterdam doesn't really do anything particularly special. It is a big Indiaman, it is certainly bigger than the current Indiaman, it is more armed, but, well, you don't really want to fight in an Indiaman if you're doing trade runs, and sure, you're kind of, I guess, speeding up your trades by being able to do more trades. If you have a bigger Indiaman, you can carry more on one go, but it doesn't really do anything special. So unless you really like Dutch ships, can I recommend it? No. I can't recommend it in its current state for 40 euros. Its future, it seems to be secure for now with the whole Steelfront deal, but we can't say with certainty. We just know that ownership has been transferred to the Bermuda Computer Club. The Bermuda Computer Club. So, yeah, that is really my thoughts on it. I do hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and all of that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!